Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, pour me another glass. A big one. No, bigger than that. Thank you. You know I love my job, right? I can handle the Karens, I can handle the server crashes. But today I was tested by the devil himself, and the devil takes the form of a beige plastic machine from 1987. I am talking about fax machines. They are ancient, cursed technology that runs on voodoo and spite. And today I wasted half my life chasing a ghost because of one. So get this, it's mid-morning and a ticket comes in. It's one of those clients, let's call her Linda, who thinks she owns my soul. She's frantic. Emergency, critical business stoppage. The issue, they can't send or receive long-distance faxes. Linda is already at an 11 on the stress scale. She tells me she already called her fax vendor. You know, the guys who lease them the printer-copier fax monstrosity. Yeah, those guys. They took one look at the machine, didn't touch a single button, and told her, "Oh, the machine is fine. It's a phone company problem. Your phone lines are broken." Girl, I saw red. It is the oldest trick in the IT book. Pass the buck. So I start digging. I check local faxing, it works. I check outbound faxing, it works. But she is adamant. The vendor said it's a long-distance carrier issue. So I literally call her carrier for her. I sit on hold for 20 minutes. The carrier says everything is green. Does she believe me? Of course not, because the vendor said it's broken. So I do something crazy. I decide to reroute her entire traffic to bypass her carrier. I do high-level surgery on her phone system. I say, "Okay, try now." She tests it. "Still not working," she barks. Logic has left the building. We are now in the twilight zone. I am dealing with a nightmare IT ticket involving a fax machine and a client named Linda, and we are now in the twilight zone. I've ruled out the hardware, the carrier, and the lines. And this is where the real nightmare begins. The drip feed. You know how when you go to the doctor and you tell them your arm hurts, but you forget to mention you fell out of a tree yesterday? That is Linda. I'm trying to diagnose this, but her story keeps changing. First, she told me, "We can't send or receive." Okay, blanket statement. Then 30 minutes later, she goes, "Well, actually, we can send faxes. It's just receiving that fails." I mute the phone and scream. If she can send, the handshake is happening, so I pivot. I start looking at inbound routing. My logs show the call hitting her system and being answered. I ask her, "Linda, does the machine ring?" "No," she says. It's dead silence. 10 minutes later. "Oh, wait, I hear it ringing now," but it disconnects. I'm spiraling. I am questioning my own sanity. I've been on this for 3 hours, and then the detail drops, the smoking gun. I ask for a play-by-play. She sighs, annoyed. "Well," she says, "the fax comes in. We get the first page just fine, but then the machine keeps running, prints garbage, and fails." Everything stopped. "Wait," I said. "You've been receiving faxes this whole time. You're getting the first page." "Well, yeah," she says casually. "But the transmission fails at the end." I almost hung up and moved to the Andes. It clicked instantly, like a bolt of lightning hitting my brain. I just realized why this client's fax machine hasn't been working for 4 hours, and it has nothing to do with the broken phone lines the vendor blamed us for. It wasn't the carrier. It wasn't the phone service. It was the ECM, error correction mode. Okay, let me explain this level of stupidity. Fax machines have this setting called ECM. Basically, if the receiving machine finds a tiny blip in the data, which happens all the time on VoIP, it asks the sender to resend. They get stuck in a loop arguing over quality. The fax arrived, but the machine is too uptight to close the session. This is fax 101, the same machine the vendor looked at and said, "It's fine." I channeled my inner Zen master. "Linda," I said, "go to the fax machine, press menu, look for ECM or error correction." "I see it," she says, "it's on." "Turn it off," I said, "but the vendor said, 'Turn it off, Linda.'" She grumbles, presses the button. "Okay," I said, "ask them to send the fax again." We wait. I can hear the machine whirring, beep, whirr, CHK, CHK, CHK. "It printed," she says, "both pages." "Is it looping?" "No, it stopped." "It says transmission okay." Silence. I waited. I waited for the, "Oh my God, you're a genius." I waited for. I can't believe the vendor lied to me. Do you know what she said? After 4 hours of troubleshooting a problem that turned out to be a simple setting on the fax machine, I fixed it. I was waiting for Linda to thank me. Do you know what she said? Okay, well, it's working now. I have to go to lunch. And she hung up. Click, no apology, no thank you. No recognition that I just performed a miracle after being fed lies for 4 hours. But wait, it gets better. This is the cherry on the absolute crap sundae. Before she hung up, she let something slip. She mentioned that when the vendor came out, he didn't just say it was a phone line problem. She told me, yeah, the guy said he's heard a lot of complaints about your company's phone service lately. He said you guys always have trouble with faxes. My jaw hit the floor. That slippery, lazy, incompetent copier salesman. He not only failed to check the ECM, which is literally his job, but he used his own incompetence to trash-talk my company to my customer. He threw us under the bus to cover up the fact that he didn't know how to turn off error correction mode. I was proving my innocence against a smear campaign I didn't even know was happening. I fixed the problem, but I have zero closure. The customer thinks the vendor was right and that I finally fixed my broken service. It is maddening. Fax is cursed, girl. Pass the bottle. I'm not done venting yet.